Let me begin by saying I know this can be a controversial topic, right? For some reason, when it comes to religion, people can become very sensitive. But this discussion is not intended to be controversial. It's merely me sharing with you my own personal experience and conclusions from the relatively unique perspective of someone who is both a believer and at the same time a specialist for some years now in helping people beat trichotillomania. Over the years, Glay and I have talked with many hundreds, probably into the thousands now, of trichotillomania sufferers. And it might come up during the course of our initial consultation, but they may say something like, I've tried everything, nothing's worked. I've even prayed to God to heal me, and even that hasn't worked. I have no idea what I'm going to do now. I'm just praying that you can help me. Now, this video is for someone, maybe like you, who's been there. You're really at your wit's end. You've just gotten so bad you've actually prayed for salvation, something, anything to set you free from what Glay and I know is real, genuine suffering. So, is prayer the answer? Could it be the answer? As both a Christian and a trichotillomania specialist, I'm going to offer you my take. Stay tuned. Okay, so if you or a family member have been suffering with trichotillomania for any length of time, no one could blame you if at some point you just broke down and prayed to the good Lord for salvation from this thing. The question is that likely to get you what you want? And I'm going to address the question this way. Look, prayer could be the answer, as in it's possible, right? As believers, Glay and I know and sincerely believe that God absolutely can bring about any change in this person, and any person and anything that he wants. And by the way, in much bigger things than just us. That said, I've noticed a couple of things. We probably all know someone for whom there's been one or more periods in their lives where they were having real problems, right? They were praying hard for salvation from what felt to them like a scourge, a curse. A behavior they felt they absolutely could not break free from on their own. And that is what God leads us to do, right? God says in how many ways and in how many places in the Bible you can't always handle everything or have everything you want on your own. There are times when you do indeed need to lean on God's infinite power to bring about change in your life. And God wants you to do that. And He wants us to have faith that such things are possible. On the other hand, we had sort of noticed that up until the time we spoke with these people, as of that time, God had not brought about a miracle cure for them, even if they'd been praying for it for years. In fact, I gotta say, I know of no one whose prayers for relief from trichotillomania actually came true. As in they went to bed one night with a terrible case of trichotillomania and woke up the next day completely free of it. We haven't seen anything like that yet. Now, why would that be? Well, there could be more than one reason, but I'll tell you, one that comes to mind for me stems from a belief that we as Christians share, which is that God may choose to have us go through these things sometimes as a rite of passage. God doesn't necessarily want to make it easy on us. In other words, whatever this problem is, it may not feel good to us at the time, and in fact it might be downright excruciating. But I believe ultimately God is looking forward to our learning something from this experience, this journey, this gauntlet through which He may want us to pass, that will help us grow, evolve, and become all He has planned for us. Hey, did Jesus have it easy his entire life? Of course not. Even Jesus had to spend 40 days and 40 nights in the desert, as harrowing an experience as that surely was, so that He could be cleansed in God's eyes and eventually be made worthy of the Lord's great purpose. Now, even though He could, I believe God chooses other than to magically cure us just because we asked Him to do it or just because we like Him to do it. Why? Because that would be too easy. What would you learn from that? How would you grow as a person? I don't believe God put us here on earth for us to live easy peasy lives, What would be the purpose in that? What purpose would our lives, our consciousness, our existence serve? Let's not lose sight of the fact that it's kind of a special thing to have the gift of life. If you look around you, not everything has it. That rock over there doesn't have it. That brick wall over there doesn't have it. That house, that car doesn't have it. Even if you do have life, and let's say you're a tree or a bird or a wasp or an amoeba, is that really so great? Is that something to be thankful for when you could have been a human being with the ability to enjoy the tapestry, the full tapestry of human experience? I don't know. But knowing what I do know about the human experience, I know that life is what you make it. And all this leads me to my own personal conclusion about this question. And that is, I think God has already given us the tools we need to take care of this thing, this hair pulling problem, all by ourselves. God has already provided us with the potential to do what we need to do, change what we need to change, fix what we need to fix, and learn what we need to learn, which by doing so will relieve us of these problems. In the process, we will learn something more about ourselves. We will grow as human beings. We will maximize our potential. Remember, God sets us above every other form of life on this planet. If you need to remind yourself about that, go back and look at Genesis or any number of other books in the Bible, where God makes it clear that He favors human beings above all other living things. He even created us in His own image. You are given the rare gift of life by God. You are special. And it's exactly because of that God's probably not just going to give you an easy pass on this stuff, okay? He wants us to learn to use the tools He's given us to figure our own way out of problems. And in doing so, we become bigger, better, stronger, faster. We become more of what God wants us to be. We give ourselves the opportunity to approach the divine. Now, the perspective I'm sharing with you may make perfect sense to you. I realize you may also be saying to yourself, okay, all this makes sense, but I'm not sure how to tap that potential. I'm not sure how to access the abilities, the tools I perhaps now realize God has given me. I need some help with this. If that's you, let me invite you to reach out to us. That is, after all, why we're here. You can reach us by email at relief@trick-free.com or by telephone at any time of day or night, toll free at 833-TRICK-FREE. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please go ahead and smash that like button, and please do subscribe to our channel. We'd love to be able to notify when we have new content and more helpful videos coming your way. And you know what? Go ahead and hit that reply button below and leave us a comment. Talk to us. How did this video impact you? If you're watching this video at our Facebook community page, please leave a comment there. We'd love to meet and chat with you. In fact, if you have questions about trichotillomania or hair pulling in general, you're just not quite sure where to go for good answers, please visit our website at www.trick-free.com. You'll see a Contact Us link at the upper right of all of our web pages. We do actually look through all the questions that come into us very carefully, just like we do to all the comments and questions that show up here at our YouTube channel or at our blog site. And we do our best to answer as many of those questions in these very videos as possible. Again, please do be sure to like and subscribe. We're here to entertain, inform, and most importantly, to empower you to begin taking control of your hair pulling in ways you probably never thought possible before. If you'd like to reach out to us directly to get some information about how we can help you or a loved one, feel free to visit our website at www.trick-free.com. If you'd like, you can write to us at relief@trick-free.com. And you can also call us at any time of day or night, toll free at 833-TRICK-FREE. Thanks again for watching. I'm Robert Mantell with the Trichotillomania Relief Specialists. Here's wishing you an amazing trick-free week.